peed that build.
I'm grabbing this guy right here.
Yeah, it's on mine.
I gotta get the boat out.
To je Sia.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Че не мога да го прибера, бе. Я да видим камото. Трябва го престижда, бе. Аз как да го ползвам, бе. Тъй. Чмеята, ма. Ти нямам такова. Бум, шакалак. Ох, ти много яко. Що много готино, бе. Hello everyone. What it does do, how it does be.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Other one on you.
Bro, this guy's a water pistol, man.
Sit on him.
Water pistol. Give me a break.
Wie die stehen sollen.
Эй, привет!
You
Как дела?
Откакто си усвоих една допълнителна пръчка RAM, 8 гигабайта, мога да имам 4 различни неща на другия монитор. Бати кефа. Къде е това начало?
이동 지점 설정. 이동 지점 설정.
There's a guild command center nearby. Clear it out and kill the commander.
O, da, няма ли сега глупости на тръката?
The guild has charging stations nearby. Take them offline and disrupt their ops. Connect your C-link so I can open
No
the
way,
station.
yeah. Чач.
There's a quarantined command center nearby. Stop the toxin from getting out.
Къде? Къде? Какво прави? Къде е това? Няма да е тук. Токсин филтър.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Боже господи. Slowly in the brain. Лека по лека.
Toxins in the air. The vents won't look like vents. Just
Toxin vents located. I don't see vents, I see growth.
Fuck.
Toxin vents destroyed. Toxin source eliminated. Toxin vents destroyed. Toxin source eliminated.
Most shit.
vent destroyed.
Toxin vents destroyed.
Къде?
Vent eliminated. The toxin's dissipating. Vent destroyed. Vent eliminated. The toxin's dissipating.
Toxin source eliminated.
Comms are scattered, but there is a ton of chatter about something big coming your way.
There is something coming my way now. Little baby, don't you cry, everything is gonna be alright.
Quarantine zone secured. I know Avalon's in rough shape, but every little bit helps.
Кой?
The guild convoys rolling around Avalon like they own it. Remind them they
Guild
don't.
Network тоже е някъде вътре. Activity. Доктрини остани. Ага. Готов тук. Как не стига?
Convoy targeted. Convoy targeted.
Уха! Шашинка. Шашунга. Сколько коварно тук е. Тут звъня. Ключ. Няма ключ, това е. Ключ. Много стичка не се разбира. сигнала. Не. Ух. Мазну. Макдоналдс. Трасс, впрочем, нельзя.
Never seen readings like
What?
this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing. We saw it through. We got clear data on the toxin's effect. Nice work.
Еще интересничко. Почувствую себя, когда бы в Хогвартс Легаси. Има от видео в това. Найс.
One of these things is not like the other.
I'm picking up something strange. Toxin level is high, so this could get crazy.
Ого, директно на него се спалнах. Къде? Тук трябва да. Здрасти. Какво става хер, не? Не се ще виж. The fuck? Кучи? Find it. А, това не мога да направя, не знам как спре. To activities near tree.
There's a target in your AO. Current toxin levels can make finding it hard.
Оф, майка му стара, трябва да взема един разкънител, така на бюрото, за да бива много зарядно поне. Их чека ях там. Искам така.
이동 지점 설정.
Tracking an unusual guild signal. Can't pin it down. Need you to investigate.
О, имам автоплотното игра, супер.
There's a guild command center nearby. Clear it out and kill the commander.
장비 보냈다.
Accessing door locks.
You're in.
Патрон.
AEG down. Commanders are much harder to protect.
Няма да ползвам. Комплит още едно. движението искам да разбера.
I'm picking up something strange. Toxin level is high. This could get crazy.
Things could get crazy, кой ти да. Alright, go crazy, let me go crazy.
Eyes up. Dealing with some crazy shit.
О, ти ли бе? Това ме интересува, човек. Ти.
전대원 목표를 확인했다. 전대원 목표를 확인했다.
There's a shipping container in the AO. Might be useful. Field robots in the AO. James secure. Well done. We'll put it to good use.
Heads up. I just fried a guild UAV's nav system. It's coming down near you.
Что она там? Здрасте.
장비 보냈다.
О, боже.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Много се играе в Форчански и няма спого. Маугли. Кола. Конвоя. Брат, помниш ли? Кой е? Дали бе?
장비 보냈다.
Живе лимон. Това значи еквипмент да брат, кое са вализи? Аз го направих? Супер! Сега на къде трябва? Coastal Security. Ти. Стига.
Looks like a decent haul.
Coastal Security Command Center. Whatever. Трябва да заредя, ако само че парадори правилно, защото няма да оценя. Сега докато мигне тая точка няма мръдна. Тя пази, няма да вземе да тръгне обаче скоро. Абе бе.
Who shot me in the back, twin?
Where the people at, man? I'm not seeing nobody.
I mean, these guys are just sprinting at me, brother. These guys are just sprinting at me. Let me see this, bro. Let me see this, man. He's cheating. 100%, brother. He's literally just sprinting at me. Full force. Just centering on me.
UAV
Yo, bit of fire, you did. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, they're below me. Probably gonna send here.
Give up. Grab me this. Are they not cheating or am I tweaking? You actually got 2 kills, Armory. Oh my god.
Yeah, they were teabagging me. I pre-clustered myself.
Как Стенотрошач.
Idiot.
I mean, they're oh, I'm down, dumbass. Not playing
All I
first.
have is a sniper.
Not playing. He gave up. On the buy, just landed. We got a kill scene, bro. I'm on right and on the buy in front of me.
What by?
Right in front of me. In this
Oh,
building.
our buy.
Balcony. One on my right.
В какъв път му не има, брат? Прави филм.
Give me access through your C-Link and I'll overheat the station. You're approaching a guild command center. Clear it out and kill the commander.
Where's that guy? Jump on me. Enter on me. Come here.
Go in the sky.
I dropped that, Armory. You wanna grab that, Armory?
Guild's choking the area with toxin. If Avalon's gonna survive, we've gotta shut it down.
There's a command center nearby that can toxin everywhere.
Батър, къде съм?
Oh, tell me.
You got?
Yeah, you did. 20.
Ще се бълня.
You're near Guild's checkpoint. Clear it and loosen the Guild's control on the area.
Appreciate you guys.
You gotta get
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Wanna buy on me?
Аз докато стигна стана утре, обаче той докато заради една точка ще стане други ден. Да, бъвня. Къде има тук?
Get right here on the attack. Be careful.
Road.
See that. 1E dead.
Няма лодка, черчовете си.
You grab that most wanted down low.
Уха!
He's that is walling.
chasing us around the map.
Eliminate. Не съм така. Просто си кирите.
Are you good? You bought it?
Сам ще ги иде. Съзичта.
Below one.
I got.
You good? Okay.
С твоята катка има ли край? louco,
I think we rewrap. Yo, I think we come back.
Yeah, the whole map is clear.
Yeah, I think we rewrap.
Come back, get on my body. Just get it.
Play with him. I'm fine.
Oh, he grabbed your gun. Oh, he had a sniper. He did not grab your gun. He did not have your shit.
Ooh.
You got that crown?
Ooh, yeah. Guy in the air floating. Full tree. I got speak.
Можно просто с легендарным чем это комментарий.
I am so shit.
Just get in the back.
I am so shit.
Abraçamos. Четвертый зон, обратка.
Oh, he's dead.
Его уволили. А, ясно,
Yeah, I
сам.
clustered him one shot. No way, I did not.
We're gonna play it.
Probably just stack bottom. Yeah, go left. I go right. Right looks like a fucking
Зарядить точка.
hell.
You see money skills? Double hit.
Может быть.
There's a guild shipping container nearby. Get to it before they do.
And there's grab that crown.
Try to
Grab
walk
that
over
crown.
as best you can.
Yeah. I'll watch.
Fucking army back
I think he's pushing by. Kill these guys, man.
Пустая. Придется лестницечка. Помогает? Куда вендерцы? Хоть.
One more time. Give up.
Fucking finally никто.
On me.
Какого звучка, какого?
Drop right here. Oh, they killed me, bro. I got hacked on the gate.
Push back.
Try to land on him.
Stop me first.
that. Grab the shipping guns.
О, еще есть что-то. Чекай, на часть до баттерфлай скорость.
I kill guns on the bottom. Probably will get him.
I'm kind of like just watching. I'm just watching the crosshair.
I got no stamina.
Можно выключить и все. И толкать.
Sustained structural damage.
Get fucked.
Got me.
Где это?
Try to peek me. Peeking me.
Up top.
Cracked one.
Got one.
Nice. One's right here.
Центр.
Dude.
I got PA'd.
Solo, other solo should be ulti low.
Yeah, I got PA'd. Ah, man. That's some bullshit, PA.
Not
I didn't
seeing
see him jump from your screen.
I got clustered. I think he's just. Is he just buying streaks at the buy?
He's under us. Get under us.
Oh fuck.
Oh wait, the cluster was hitting me,
Oh,
bro.
that's just gonna smack me.
Oh,
Yeah, wow. I don't have
Probably
stims.
sit on me.
He didn't see you.
Yes.
You have a red scopes down low. I'll ping it for you. Nearby.
What the hell, bro?
Мама витал зад гърба.
That's me, Sparky.
Yep.
I'm landing on you, B.
I would just call out. Where's he at?
When's your ulti height? I don't know where the other is.
He's right here. No?
Yeah, that's one, but
You guys can just zip up at the same time. They're cool.
Cool. I mean, I don't have
Любиш, що
flash.
с мон бе, брат.
I just listen at us.
I think
You can wrap that. Look at scope. Look at
other one's in
scope.
the cave. I put little shots on him.
Здравец не е лош.
Oh, I dash slave, man. I dash slave,
Значи
bro.
малко да се замисля сега. Но вестите е много брутално.
This kid Oxygen had a PA and a cluster underneath him. He found both.
Гледат си ли
That's
вести?
bullshit.
Калашника ли го играе ли още?
Good try.
Няма смисъл.
Wait, do you want host back, Chris? I feel like they've been getting a little unchy on my side of town over here.
No, yeah, I like East Coast to be honest. West, yeah, West Coast, I just be getting fucking hacked on. Fucking all of a sudden, I soak is in my shit.
Yeah, it's true. There's not a lot of people on East.
I like it on the
Няма
side.
такова тук. Бридж. Сигурно ще не е. Ами сигурно ще не е това, да. Хайде.
Come in here! Where you at? In the bathroom!
Не, трябва да се върна тук после. Къде е това?
Oh man, I'll wait till you come out. Boy, bring your ass off up in here. What you talking about? You wait till I come out. I smelled your shit for 22 years. Now you can't smell mine for 5 minutes. Shut the door. Now your mama told me what happened to you yesterday. What? That was stupid. How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off? I don't know. Well, you need to trade. Take a look at that paper over there on the counter there. I ain't trying to be no dog catcher. Why not? George Clinton was a dog catcher. No, he wasn't. Sure he was. That's why he said,
Your readings are wild.
catcher.
Whatever you're doing,
Catcher.
see
I don't
it
even
through.
like
I'm
dogs.
recording data.
That's the beauty of it.
If you can still hear
Grab
me,
a dog.
stay the course. It's working. You're close.
Cook him. And
I am
kick
gonna
the shit out of
catch
him.
me a goddamn butterfly.
All day long, what if a dog's ass? Just nice
That
bang up
looks
his ass.
painful,
That's
and the
my
data's no
pleasure.
good.
Say one thing. Down here, nothing much. You ain't got nothing on the table. You ain't got to worry about it. Catching a dog. You got to worry about a dog catching your ass.
Позет по-добре. Това е много високо.
Huh? Come in here. Where you at? In the bathroom. Man, I'll wait till you come out. Boy, bring your ass off up in here. What you talking about? Wait till I come out. I smelled your shit for 22 years. Now you can't smell mine for 5 minutes. Shut the door. Now your mama told me what happened to you yesterday. What? That was stupid. How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off? I don't know. Well, you need to trade. Take a look at that paper over there on
Искам да знам, че...
Get the counter there.
Много.
Hey, Dad, can you fix my overlay? It's not updating.
Много ме изяждат тия. Карат да се чувствам луд. Eliminate 3, Eliminate 50, Complete the Command Center. Няма. Те са го
Yeah,
направили.
the ranked one.
Но тя направят, че Special Eliminate. Elite.
チャンでは目標を확인했다.
Сега го skoro uspeo. Let's go.
I've got eyes on a guild officer near you. End it.
Target located.
Kući.
Find that HVP and send them packing.
GX. Zašto me predao?
Gotta get out of there.
Escape the AO.
Like, bro, what? I just got in the
Kući uvijek nisi.
Hey, Froz. Go
shit,
lumbering,
limiter.
get boat farmer.
Ah. Происходит.
Like 3-4 teams. 2 teams main, a whole team on my red ping, and another team on that red ping.
Через Google.
Underneath
But
me.
I had him shot.
Okay, möjligt.
Gade.
Okay.
BT identified.
Last.
Как позбылось.
I'm in control now, not Kagan. You'll die soon enough.
Кадись, брат.
Down out of left, right.
He jumped in main.
Yeah, he jumped in. He gave up.
Wonderful.
His teammates are boat.
이동 지점 설정.
Nice.
If you guys wait up front, I'll grab the line. Don't double back.
Yeah, pushed. I got 2 minutes. Come on, he's right here.
fucked it up. I'm fighting right now.
Трябва скепне, пак да съм.
One more here on me.
Те.
Different guy.
전대원 목표를 확인했다. 이동
One more
지점
bottom
설정.
on me. They're loadies here. Hit on me. On you. They're loadies here.
Kind of retired.
Oh, right there, yeah. Armor, you should come bow. This is gonna be. Like just in it over there.
You wait a second to have more.
Yep.
Къде е това?
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Е.
There for 3-man? They dog.
Аз стигам утре.
What?
I can
Аз знам дето си играх да пътувам.
He's up top. How's he
Сега
not
ще
gonna
пробвам да издавам пацка ми напред.
What?
И те докато би такова, то ще свършва вече филм.
Oh, they have a Yui or something, bro.
Тук е също мен.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
470.
전대원
I knew
목표를
I was
확인했다.
on the side of his build.
Тук няма се борят също. Ще ги
They kind of calm down.
So they're lumber?
Yeah.
стигате обратичките на прекратя
전대원
сега.
목표를 확인했다. 이동 지점 설정.
Yeah, I'll have a couple of advance in sec.
Yeah, you're chilling, you're chilling. I don't wait for this.
One kid's on my bridge. Two on my bridge.
This guy height.
You gonna play for it?
God, bro, these kids.
That's just
Look at this whole 3-man, bro. I'm gonna just keep trying to get mixed here,
Команд център и елиминирате лид. Това е после да видя. Следващата май е вече за четвърта зона, тъй че трябва да взеят това. Добре.
There's a shipping container in the AO. Might be useful. Right over the AO.
Пак това Макс става.
One's down. He's holding. Yep, nice.
There's a whole 3 minutes.
Oh, they want to get wiped. They want to get wiped. What?
Bro, how's this guy not dead, bro?
Няма кой пак
Oh,
от
they want to get wiped. Oh, fuck.
това ще бъде.
I don't know.
Where'd you drop it out?
If you see a ground, you day, bro.
He's not playing right above you, bro.
Heads up. You got company in the opening. Vehicle touching down. Move it or lose it.
Nice. Какво? What?
Saw some shit today.
I see shit every day. That's alright, guys. It's alright all the time.
There, I got both kills. I just bleed.
I'm blue.
They're already pulling up on me.
Yeah. I'm gonna PA them.
PME.
You guys team on us, good. Yeah, I did.
Your vitals are critical. You need to exfil now.
They're all in, I guess.
Ja sam ih sve ono malca, ko govoriš.
I got my fin. There's only 2 underneath me now. Only 2 here.
I cracked through.
Back on.
Cracked through.
Well, there,
Go back and fight.
3v3.
They were by the
I can
water.
see game.
Da, četvrta zona, bye.
He's on the
Eto kad
gazebo.
već
I
šta
think.
all
ti
in the
reći.
water.
Low town firing range.
Let me see money. I'll pop a UA.
Yeah.
Unutko je nekakve interesne radnje šta.
I swear they're all in the water still.
They are. They
Bre,
are.
bre,
They
bre.
are. Well, one's in there, and then what? 2 in the water.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
One side, I got you. Other one's in that same corner, a little weak.
Oh
Do
man!
you have a water pistol?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think he does. Nah, that's good shit, baby. Come on, Scopes.
Legacy game. Legacy game out of you, long.
Move
Bro,
it,
you got
Billy.
7 kills with the PA, bro. You got
Move
50,
it,
bro.
Billy. Move it, Billy.
I'm not
Move
using
it,
the AK anymore, bro.
Billy.
What's in the bag?
Similar life out there.
Come on, man.
Oh, nice. Good.
Bro, there was like 8. There's literally like I got like a 4-piece there. Come on, Wick. TikTok, make sure I come over to my Twitch. Links in my bio, twitch.tv/swag. If you type in chat in the next 2 minutes, Wick will give you guys a gift, all right? Also, if you want my class setups, type in my Twitch chat, !carbon or !AK27. GG's in the chat.
Buba mamara.
This shit like the bag that you bring on the plane. It's gonna carry on. These boys dress up and think that they somebody. Shit is like Comic-Con. My YGs are faster than praying. You lucky it's Ramadan.
Dominating chess.
Otherwise they would be posted outside like the Pentagon. You niggas be hitting the net for some love. You a tennis ball. I take 500K, not a dinner. I never could learn shit from none of y'all. Whisper my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here. You know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, have boys backing down, and we might do the same if we touch rolling loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like, what's up, my crew? They come hunt me right now. Come to me and get one of them out, cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay.
Montana said, fuck this guy.
Alright, Chris, I got 5 gifted to get more kills than me.
Просто security pack.
I've been out front of every game, no bully.
Bro, I've had me a time.
목표를 확인했다.
That's it.
I'm watching that. I'm not even going online.
이동 지점 설정.
Как така 10 минути? Как да сточно мисля на момента? Не ми трябва все още да се убих, в принципе. Останах първо. Не знам къде се прави.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Cardi, what'd you eat yesterday? What'd you eat yesterday, Cardi?
Как нас забавим, майка стара. Дойде.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Yes, it was poverty.
Let's go.
Grab your popcorn, twin. I got the. Get in behind him.
Къде иска да бъде?
Great fry.
I've marked some field charges stations nearby. Cut the power.
Convoy
Bye bye.
Got a guild convoy nearby. Whatever it's up to can't be good. Break it up.
Near a field checkpoint. Clear it out.
Чукай да помагам, паш. Бега от тук,
Don't run in a heavy hitter to help secure Avalon. End that fucker before he can start.
Spiral though.
Yeah, the next one you definitely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got spiral though. He's heavy pattern. I see him. Bottom floor. Terminator. Honest.
Не бе, брат, кога успяхте да го вземете пак, бе? Майка му стара, бе. Изпълни се, брат, молодец.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
No! I got hit by the cluster, dog. Give me a fucking break. You are a straight hog shit. Bro used his own kill streak to kill me. Read that cutty pad. This is a team we should definitely wipe.
If you land on me.
Grave right there.
In the middle.
Excuse me.
What's been making me do that?
Transmission interruption.
You won't be so lucky next time.
Smart person would back down right now.
Guild will crush you.
Hold on now.
Transmission restored.
Hold up.
I'm just saying, I'm doing a recon in the middle of the street.
I mean, wait.
You didn't.
I want to kill this team in the back. We got money. Yeah, where they're fighting at right now?
Just know I'm gonna. You see the spot on me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tweak
Okay,
that.
if you die, I'm in the.
저기 보냈다.
Respawni se, brat, molim se, brat.
In front of me, climbing up.
Kupiš.
20. Oh, he's a bullet. Barrel me dead. Wipe that team. The other guy, helipad. 20. Nice. Oh no.
Asta prestižna nekak si, ma kak se pravi. Ние сме сега да си пише 45 там комбата и ти не мача беше.
Getting strange readings. Stay the course on whatever you're doing. I'm on it. Stay on course. What you're doing seems to be working. Close. Better than normal. And your experience got us some useful data on the toxic.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Something pumping out Cradle at critical levels. Stay alert.
Той е другия чекали, това също.
There's a guild shipping container nearby. Get to it before they do. Guild robots nearby. Container secured. Well done. Put it to good use.
On you, down that guy.
Който и swordfish.
On me. Oh, I almost died.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
I cracked him. I got shot in the throat.
Exfil's on the way. Hang tight and keep the LZ clear. VTOL needs a clear LZ
Courier
for
is picking up
exfil.
your order. Let's go. Perfect timing. Аре бе, спълнете се, виждам. Оп. Ето.
장비 보냈다.
VTOL can't land with whatever the hell's down there.
Ай, что писаю. Я себе. О, внезапно се обеси. Мах патрона. Ох, той е със това. Шити, бе, майка. seviyor sanırım. Aynen. Ah bu soğuk kontrol açıyor. Bak süper. Bakalım ses baskıda. Aynen. Kontrolü sarış. Böyle baya bırak.
Zone's clear. VTOL touching down.
Perfect. Eyvallah, eyvallah.
VTOL's bringing you home.
Take me home
Got a
to
checkpoint
the
nearby.
place
Eliminate all enemies and weaken the guild.
West Virginia, Mount
You guys in the dock. I feel like this has been chilling here all game. Don't play for them. They've been there all game. We can hold them out too. Yeah, I would. Yeah, okay.
I got money for more. One swim for the water.
You know, crosswalking ass goes. Come on, swim.
Bro, go, bro. There's 3 of them, bro. There's in there, bro.
Better throw a nade in that bitch.
Занюш сураута.
Crack 2, bro. Do something.
Dude, there's a molly there, twin.
I'm dead. I have a self though.
Уф,
Wait, I'm
died
actually
from?
dead, Chris.
чуть морч.
No.
Тебя меньше того бороды.
Bye.
Когда
Like the
прогресс на
master
себя?
split. Where's your money at?
Оператор престижа именно.
There should be
Biggest
actually.
one.
Крайна станция 66.
There should be an insane amount of money down there.
Куплей 3 оператор
Want to buy?
престижа.
Right here by the pillars.
Wait,
Yeah, on your right.
wait,
Take it
wait.
right first. Yeah.
Как
Never seen me
Oh, go
lose
to this
this.
one. Go to this one. Go to this one.
Как
Buy me,
сопоставить?
I can buy him. Figure you make it. You're ahead of him.
Как достанеш 66, то седи
They
на
got
60
full,
сам.
You have a lot of
Все равно
spins.
трябва да правим някакви други такива мисии. Да не са по-високо ниво.
Just buy some time and I'll get scopes.
They're already on it. Buy some time, Monk. You got this. Nice.
I'm clustering the outer too. Dead. 2 down low by the Y.
Play height. You there?
Yeah, that's.
You PA'd us?
Yeah, that's good. Gotta eat this beer real quick.
On me. 20, dead.
Other one here. 2 here. Crack one.
He cracked one. Other one's one shot.
Going for the buy.
You're going down bottom to buy.
Oh, what?
Oh, shot.
What? He actually threw the combat X? No shot. You went at. Wait, bye. Why you so nervous, twin? Get that
Bro, who's
motherfucker.
nervous,
You
bro?
was
Lock in, bro.
nervous.
Oh, lock in, bro.
Come on, bruh.
I'm very trolling me, bro.
He hit me with a combat X. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. Damn it.
He was just frying that map, bro.
Oh, I don't even know how many kills I have. What I have?
I think it was 14 to 20.
Whatever,
13
bro.
to 23.
Whatever. He had a nice
Catch
little
up.
start.
Yeah, I bet, bro.
He finally spawned in. You know what I mean? He finally spawned in.
Yeah, I bet, bro.
Bro, read the chat. Ignored it. I don't owe him 5 gifted. If the bet was if I outfrag him, I give a fuck.
I was getting 360 tomahawk.
I was Hulk slamming shit. Fuck all
Yo,
that.
I swear nobody used the tomahawks like that, bro. I swear, bro.
No one did. Because they're kind of like it. I mean, in retrospect, they are ass. Like, in general. Like, they're not better than throwing eyes back in the day. But you do make them look OP.
Yeah, you threw them mad quick back in the day, but they were much skinnier. Like the thin ones, the thin knives.
You like them thicker now?
Bro, come on, bro.
Yo,
I didn't say I like the throwing knives. I said they need to ban them.
Deb, can you update my SR?
Just because I use them don't mean I'm happy using it.
What up, Soul Eating? Here?
I was being AO over there.
Why can't you? Why can't you do it, Twin? It auto updates. It hasn't been, Twin. Like it hasn't auto updated all day. I think I gotta refresh it or something. I promise you. I swear it hasn't. I just want the overlay to work. So yeah, my day. TikTok, if you guys want the class setups, make sure y'all come to my Twitch. Links in my bio. Twitch.tv/swag. If you type in chat in the next 5 minutes, my boy Wick has a gift for you guys, man. And if you want the class setups, exclamation point carbon, exclamation point AK 27. Take him on the eat. Hey, fries. Settings, I would just do exclamation point settings. I don't use any Art of War anymore. That's it. Like, I don't use any of that.
I'm trying out for the rest of the day.
Come on, bro. Spawn in. I've been, my back been kind of hurting, though, Kizzy.
Look up for so check out.
I've been saving all.
You been saving
for
it?
the actual SR moments.
I wish we kept our demo, though. That shit was bullshit.
Back in the day, you could get unlimited SR, right? It wasn't capped.
Yep.
Shush.
I don't know how to feel about this. Hey, you got my teabag. Wait, get off the car, get off the car. What the hell? Get off the car, get off the car,
That's fucking bullshit.
I love H1Z1. Please don't shoot me! Please don't shoot me! What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Walking in my wall! I'm OC2G! Walking in my game! This ain't no League of Legends! I'll put your ass down! You can suck my big ass dick! You bald-headed freak!
Chase by Marlon, stupid try hard. Shit XD.
China number one. China number one.
Hey Tyler, how you doing?
They gave me a truck. I'm coming for you now, Doug.
Bandaging. Get the fuck off Greek, bitch! Get the fuck off Greek, bitch! Fuck, boy! Get fucked! Teabag that bitch! Teabag him! Aw, dude's salty. You salty. Light up, bitch. Oh, Rhino's here.
Don't shoot, it's me.
They're friendly, Tyler.
Who's this?
Who's it?
You fucking bitch!
Wait, a girl? A girl? It's a girl.
I love you so much.
What the fuck? I didn't know you were a fucking. No, come back. I didn't know. Oh my god, I didn't know you were a girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck that so much. I'll find you. Don't worry, I'll find you. I'm so sorry. Get in, Tyler! Get in! Listen, chat's telling me I can be banned for this shit. Chat's telling me you've been banned. Hey, you've been banned in games also. Did you just get hashtag exposed? This guy blind as fuck.
You can get banned for teaming in solos, but in teaming games it should be alright.
Yeah, it's teaming games. Come on.
Heal, bit. I need that guy's fucking AR. I'm so fucked. Trash ass fucking kid. Help! Stop, please, mercy, stop. Little bitch. That dude mad as fuck. Get your pussy bitch ass out of that cabin right now, boy! Who talking?
I'm a KFC manager, mod me!
CX, no, bitch. Oh, shit.
Fucking Tyler, fucking
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Later, Tyler!
You're fucking trash, dude! You're fucking trash!
Later, nerd!
Well, a point blank fucking shot him to... Get fucked, Green!
I just heard about the H3 vs. iDubbbz defamation lawsuit and spent the last 3 or so hours learning about it and getting into the nitty-gritty, figuring out all the bits and pieces and getting all the morsels of information I could find to really put the nipple clamps on it and figure out what all the hoopla is. And it is a real thing. The pugilistic legal paperwork has been filed against iDubbbz, so now they're gonna duke it out, not with knuckle sandwiches, but with extremely expensive litigation. Off rip, before I even get into the spaghetti and meatballs of the actual story here, there is just something that pets my peeves. There is something that grinds my gears, greases my cheeks so much I can't resist yapping about it briefly. When I was in the trenches digging around for information about what all of this is about, I kept seeing people say that I refuse to cover these kind of things for a variety of different reasons. I'm ignoring it, this and that. I don't know how many more times I need to say this. I am just really not online that much these days. The only streams I watch are like the Summer Games Fest and like events like that, but I don't watch streams. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, and I don't go on Twitter, like, at all. I still have Twitter because I send and reply to DMs through there sometimes for like events, like Tyler won's League of Legends tournament. I heard from him on Twitter DM, so I have it for reasons like that. But I don't, like, doom scroll Twitter and see a bunch of things anymore. Look at the last tweet I made. So, like, I don't see a lot of these things that are going on anymore. But for some reason, everyone jumps to, oh, he must be ignoring it. He's got to be ignoring it. We can really tell a lot about this guy from the things he refuses to cover. I just don't see them. The things I do hear about come from my friends sending them to me, or when I stream chat telling me about them, putting them on my radar. But if neither of those two avenues show it to me or tell me about it, I just never hear about it. And I'm not even a fucking streamer anymore, not full time. I'm like a semi-retired streamer. I stream sometimes, and sometimes I'll stream like 3-4 days in a row. But basically what I do now is I just play like old school games, like a lot of retro games or a lot of Steam cum dumpster games, like actual trash. So like I'm not even really a streamer, so I don't even see a lot of that either. So like it's not me avoiding certain things for a nefarious reason, I just literally don't ever hear about it, so I never learn about it. Now, there is some stories that I do hear about and get really invested in, like Bricks and Minifigs versus Reckless Ben. I've been very glued to that one, had my finger on the pulse of, but that was something that was put on my radar by friends and stream chat. So, genuinely, I am just not online that much, so I don't see a lot of it. So, with that out of the way, I did spend like the last 3 hours learning about this defamation lawsuit between H3 and iDubbbz, because that did sound pretty concerning. Because there's always been like an unwritten rule on the internet, not just YouTube, where if there's beef online, it stays online. And you handle it online without, going over that threshold, the event horizon of trying to use litigation to silence your opponent or something like that. That had always been etched in the stone tablets, the fucking 10 commandments of online discourse. And now all of a sudden, I'm hearing about H3 suing iDubbbz for defamation. So obviously I wanted to hear more about that. And after diving in, hitting that cannonball into the pool, I learned he has a lot of active lawsuits. I think it's 5, maybe 6 against other streamers and YouTubers. So it's a bit of a rampage he's been on. I knew about one before all this, which was against the Snark community. That I did hear about, and that one made a lot of sense to me, actually. The Snark community, from what I recall, was doing some diabolical, like, harassing, stalking stuff, sending CPS, I remember that, and like human skulls. Those things I recalled from like the Snark community, so it made sense that he would pursue litigation there, because that is highly illegal fucking psychopath behavior. So that one I remember, and that one made sense to me. But when I was learning about these other ones, granted I haven't dove too deep into all of those, because this is clearly a lot. I was mainly focused on the defamation one, but man, Ethan Klein has become like the Nintendo of YouTubers. He is extraordinarily litigious. Anyway, enough blabbering. What started this defamation lawsuit was this iDubbbz stream.
Okay, this is my watermark for the stream. I don't want any of my content being stolen. Got another Kalshi ad? I'm sorry, Fazium. We're all getting Kalshi ads these days. It's okay. So I do want to say I don't agree with what's being said in this comment here, but I'm putting it on screen because I think it should be addressed, because it's a big, bold accusation that's very fucked up.
It is very fucked up, and it's despicable that he would think it's a good idea to post that there while knowingly aware that it's not true. So the message isn't Ian's, this comes from Destiny, and he found this screenshot and he kept it on screen for a very long time. And he said he didn't agree with it, but thinks it needs to be addressed because it's so fucked up. It is a terrible stream. Just giving it to you real blunt, real raw. It is no good. And I'm no stranger to getting shit-talked by iDubbbz. He has said some very nasty, very untrue things about me on his broadcast as well. But what is being reported in regards to this stream isn't exactly telling the whole story. Now, when I first heard of this lawsuit, I was reading a bunch about it, but I wanted more information, like, directly associated with it to make sure I wasn't getting, like, fraudulent or misleading shit fed to me. So I reached out to someone whom I know is on the H3 team, and Ethan did hear about that, so he did talk directly about me on his show and challenge me on a few things, and I did eventually get to talk directly with Ethan, and I shared my full perspective on things and the problems I had around it and my concerns, and got his perspective on things to see if there's any misunderstandings and such. Ultimately, I don't think we fully saw eye to eye on this, which, that's going to happen. I fully understand that this is a very emotionally charged subject for him after everything him and his family went through with Snarkers in particular. I know that the CPS and the human skulls incident are like a legit
It's been 5 years since the PS5 came out, and 1 year since the PS5 Pro came out. Yeah, crazy how fast time flies. Now, the PS6 is still a few years away. However, we've actually had a ton of leaks on it recently. Even Sony made a full video with some of the things to expect from the PS6. So, get a popcorn ready and let's start with the most important part, the hardware. Okay, so right now, the PS5 uses an 8-core, 16-thread CPU based on AMD's Zen 2 architecture. It is similar to an AMD Ryzen 3700 or 3700X CPU, which was a really good CPU at launch, and it is still very capable today, but it's a chip from 2019. And by the time the PS6 releases, it will be an almost decade-old CPU, so an upgrade is definitely needed. The new PS6 is set to use a custom AMD CPU based on the Zen 6 Orion architecture, leaping 4 generations ahead of the PS5 CPU. It is set to come with 8 high-performance cores and 2 efficiency cores, most likely used by the OS, so that the high-performance cores are reserved just for games. The chip is also rumored to use TSMC's 3nm manufacturing process, with a die size of around 280 square millimeters, which would place it right between the original PS5's 300 square millimeter APU built on 7nm and the PS5 Slim's smaller 260 square millimeter die produced on 6nm. Of course, the APU will also include the GPU, which is rumored to be around 2.5 times to 3 times faster than the PS5's when it comes to traditional rasterization, and around 6 to 12 times faster when it comes to ray tracing. All this info comes from leaker Moore's Law is Dead, who previously leaked a number of Sony consoles, from the PS5 to the PS5 Pro to even the PlayStation Portal. And even compared to the PS5 Pro, the PS6 may be around twice as fast, according to Moore's Law is Dead. This massive leap in graphic performance will apparently be made possible by AMD's upcoming UDNA architecture. He also mentioned that the PS6 may have graphics performance on par or even exceeding the RTX 4090, and that would be insane considering that this was a $1,500 graphics card at launch. There was also this YouTube video where Mark Cerny, the PlayStation lead architect, and also Jack, the senior vice president of AMD, they talk about Project Amethyst and how AI could be used to enhance game visuals and performance in the next generation of consoles. They talked about 3 new technologies co-developed by AMD and Sony: neural arrays, Radiance cores, and universal compression. Neural arrays connect GPU compute units together for more performance, maximizing efficiency. Radiance cores are built onto the chip, and they handle ray tracing features, and therefore they free up the CPU to offer significant speed boosts. And lastly, universal compression is a new technology that analyzes all the data and compresses it much more efficiently than the current methods. Now, Mark Cerny was very careful to say that these features are not finalized yet, and they can only be currently tested via experimental simulations right now. But it is safe to say that these are very likely to be used in the upcoming PS6 and even the new PS6 handheld. There are separate leaks and rumors on that, and we'll be making a video on that very soon, so you subscribe for the PS6 portable. Now, given that the PS6 will probably be based on the same x86 architecture, we would also very likely see PS4 and PS5 backwards compatibility. This would be the first Sony console in 2 decades to support 2 generations of backwards compatibility, with the only other one being the original fat PS3, which had dedicated PS2 and PS1 hardware inside of it. And finally, when it comes to the RAM, the PS6 may come with a 160-bit memory bus, enabling around 640 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth, or around 42% more compared to the PS5 and 11% more compared to the PS5 Pro. And according to Moore's Law is Dead, if Sony decides to use 3GB GDDR7 RAM modules, then the console can end up having up to 30 gigabytes of RAM, almost double of what we have in the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. These are all massive upgrades over even the PS5 Pro, and even more massive when compared to the original PS5 and the PS5 Slim. So let me know if you're excited about the PS6 by hitting that like button down below. Future Daniel from a hotel in London here. I'm here to attend some really cool events, and I just wanted to say that if you haven't gotten your hands on a PS5 yet, or you would like to try the PS5 Pro, you don't actually have to wait until Black Friday, because our partner Raylo has some awesome plans for you to jump into. Raylo, by the way, is the leading UK tech subscription service that reduces e-waste by offering flexible and affordable plans for gaming consoles and a whole bunch of other devices too. With zero upfront cost and at just under £22 a month, you could get a PS5 Pro together with Battlefield 6 and play it at the highest fidelity of any console. And if you've already got a PlayStation, Raylo also has offers on iPhones, Macs, and Apple Watches too. So check out Raylo by using the links below. But what about the design of the new PS6? Well, the PlayStation 5 was a massive change over the PlayStation 4, and it introduced a bold new futuristic design. Just like how the PS3, when it launched, looked pretty crazy. Now, while we don't really know what the PS6 will look like, some of the rumors state that it will actually have a detachable optical drive, just like the PS5 Slim. And of course the PS5 Pro as well. And I actually don't mind this approach. All of my games over the past couple of years have been digital. So for me, I wouldn't really need that physical drive, but for people who do, then of course you would have that option to just buy that and then attach it to your PS6. But going back to the design, it is said to be a lot more toned down compared to the PS5, with a sleeker and more understated look. That's why our concept here is a slightly modified PS5 Pro that comes in black. And we may also see a new dust-proof design according to some of Sony's latest patents. This would prevent dust or dirt from entering the PS6, while still allowing for a pretty good airflow according to the patents. But what about a controller? Well, Sony is rumored to introduce a new version of the DualSense with a removable and rechargeable battery via USB-C. And that's while keeping all the great features of the previous DualSense, such as the amazing haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers. Now, one cool thing about this new controller, named DualSense V3 apparently, is that it may actually roll out sooner. As soon as November of this year actually, together with a revised version of the PS5 Pro. And while we don't know for sure if the PS6 will use this exact same controller, it's safe to say that it could be based on it. So this controller would then give us a good idea of what to expect with a PS6. As for storage, the PS6 is more likely to come with a 2TB NVMe 5 SSD, a big upgrade from the 1TB SSD in the PS5 Slim or the 825GB SSD that we got with the original PS5, and even the newly revised PS5 Slim from last month. And with games taking up more and more storage space, this would be a really welcome upgrade, especially if you're coming from the PS5 or the PS5 Slim. Now, if you're coming from the PS5 Pro, that already came with 2TB of storage, so you wouldn't see any upgrades aside from the faster storage speeds. I'm hoping though that Sony will keep the option to easily upgrade the SSD ourselves. I actually added a 2TB SSD in my PS5 not that long ago and for a pretty good price. And the whole experience was such a straightforward one. And speaking of a straightforward experience, that's our app, Wallpapers, where we offer the highest quality wallpapers on the market, 1x1 8K, and made by our talented community of creators. We've got over 2,300 stunning wallpapers to pick from, so no matter your taste or device, you'll easily find the right fit for you. So upgrade your lock screens today by checking out Wallpapers.
Oh, this is an amazing song, amazing. Does anybody know why my combat rating is stuck at 60?
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
There's a guild command center nearby. Clear it out and kill the commander.
수류탄 조심해.
Accessing doors.
You're in. Planning any more ops. HBT kill confirmed.
Jakujem väčšinou ve tre low town.
Trace comms to a guild officer nearby. Give middle management a haircut.
There's a guild shipping container nearby. Get to it before they do. Take down the rhino. Better luck next time.
You're near a guild checkpoint. Clear it and loosen the guild's control on the area.
There's a guild convoy en route. Have to use nav systems to locate.
Got a checkpoint nearby. Eliminate all enemies and weaken the guild's foothold.
Firing range. Аз до сега бях там. Да се бавя за... Не бях там почнал да се раби елен с контролния атака. Quad core activity. Остана... Guild network.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Къде си гнала, брат?
Never seen readings like this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll record the data. If you can hear me, keep doing what you're doing. Painful. To make matters worse, the toxic data is no good.
Аз съм в Хайтаун, нямам никаква работа в Хайтаун.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Command Center, оп, чакай. Лоутаун, не.
전대원 목표를
Command
확인했다.
Center, не. Сигурно ще трябва да направя. Surveillance control.
Hostile, my position.
You're approaching a guild command center. Clear it out and kill the commander.
Тебя. Тени. Тише се поплюват. Ай, топно. Какъв то салют тук? Тук е и жълъг на такова. Остава, брат, защо експлодирам? Много кръв. Газа. Прямо. Стига. Не знам дали съм за тук. Трябва да пристигна. Смятам. Долу да съм. Къде съм инда? Някой друг напък. Let's go. Ама те са още тук, батко.
Down. You ended his career.
Web. Кучу. Что? Те, какво да трябва да направя, че да е такова прогресно? Убита сърдение с корта.
전대원 목표를 확인했다. 수류탄 조심해.
Тьма. Бага. SOS.
Guild just dropped fresh supplies. Recover it. We don't need those jerks restocking.
Okay, mom.
Use your C-Link to override and I can fry the charging station from here.
Кучу.
Looks like a good
Чакай
haul.
малко, брат.
Glad it's in our hands and not the guild.
Честно казвам, че сякаш ще бъде по-готино kill and run, kill and enemy, movement, speed boost, each bullet has a chance to apply and burn effect. Oh, let's go. Weapon magazine immediately filled after a melee hit. В мое време намахна действието на тя са доста по-добри. Доста по-добри са. Тук няма вече. Ладно. И ще стига да, верно. Тук сигурно загубих. Те са изпушени, брат, what the fuck. Боже. Изхабих си точката. Това е мистячния. Да, глупости, хептен са насрав вече. Има точка едно. Поне. Типа майката умрява. Как ми изяде точка 2? Тъй срам го ведо. Сега, няма команд център, нищо не. Тук идва такова. Яко е. Обичам.
You're nearing the quarantine command center. Stop the toxin from getting out.
Signal. Let's go. Къде е сигнал? Къде беше сигнал? Много интересно място за... на това ниво е. Сега нагоре. Къде е? Трябва да е насам. Къде на втората машина? Ням. Супер. Да.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
The toxin's emitting from something. Find the source and take it out.
Toxic vents identified.
I don't see vents. I see growth.
Vent destroyed. Toxin levels are dropping.
Toxic vent destroyed.
Там крафти мрак.
Toxin source eliminated.
Още не да мъгло не има ли?
Vent destroyed. Toxin levels are dropping.
Къде е, бе, брат?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? А ти къде ги търся още три, бе?
Toxin source eliminated.
Къде са?
Vent destroyed. Toxin levels are dropping.
Toxic vent destroyed.
Ето я въобще.
Something big heading your way.
Изяжда го така. Какво това е? Те май са едни и същи само. Дуел. Аз мога да имам само по едно. Ти сигурно ще гласа. Ти мога да имаш само една. Не знам какво е кеф, какво сякаш. Each bullet has a chance to stun normal enemies, but те горят. Generate. Той пък е spreading. Лошо. Ето е добро. Ето вече, по-ма кеф. Кое бе? Еха, остава, пичо.
생략당했다.
Толкова клетичи ми не е. Что тебе? Схвачу тебя. Ах ты, за что? Какому? Скорее, гулял смерть. Когда престижный мальчик. Контрол-центр. Осторожно. Куча. Вот он. Surveillance control. А, surveillance control, да.
전대원 목표를 확인했다.
Где стрела, брат? Я маячку.
Disabled and the guild didn't get your location. Nice work. An aerial drone is about to buzz you. Take it down before it alerts the guild.
Честно. Лестно? Ода. Стреляю. Что, умрали верно? Кажется. Что такое? Търсих са малко.
With the Season 4 update came a new feature for endgame that will allow you to prestige your operator. Prestiging your operator will completely wipe everything you have, including skill tracks, exotic skills, nightmare skills, and any weapons and their upgrades you have. But it does come with some pretty good rewards each time you prestige. There is a total of 3 prestiges you can enter with each of your operators, Prestige 1, 2, and 3. To enter Prestige 1, you need to have completely maxed out your operator. So this includes getting to combat rating 60 with your 3 chosen skill tracks by getting them each to level 16. Then you need to have a full 3 exotic skill upgrades. The ones you choose don't matter at all, but this will get you to combat rating 63. And then finally you need to have all 3 nightmare skills upgraded as well, taking you to 66 combat rating. You must be combat rating 66 to enter the first prestige. You prestige in the main menu for your operator that is ready to be prestiged. Select the combat rating 66 operator, and then next to their name you'll see the option to prestige them. On the next page you'll be shown which prestige you are entering and what rewards you'll get. You need to hold the button down to accept for it to activate the next prestige. Once you enter the new prestige, you will have all your skill tracks, exotic skills, nightmare skills, and weapons completely reset. You'll lose any weapon upgrades and it will go back to being the grey version of the weapon. You'll also lose any secondary weapon you might have as well. Like I said earlier in the video, each prestige comes with a reward that makes all of this effort worthwhile. By entering Prestige 1, you'll unlock an extra exotic skill slot. This means that you'll be able to get a total of 2 exotic skills on your operator. So you could have both Shattered Shield and Frost Cloud at the same time as an example. You'll need to farm exotic skills to find the combination you want, but I'll put some recommendations.
Already have slots for, so when I was going through to showcase all of the free skins, I didn't showcase.
Defeat the glitch boss UFA. Нали ще може да приключим операцията. Да може да престижним, най-вероятно ще бъде много яко. И оператора, и керактера, и всичкото там. Акаунт престиж, майка му става. Ти няма да има точка сега. А, има точка. Палгирис. The fire starter.
Yeah, Kate.
Съм баш на Firing Range, ако трябваше да направя тук. Quad Core Activity. Кое е Quad Core? Ама той няма да се води тук. Тук ще е такова.
Override the quad to stop the gas. Your vitals are looking great. That's the recipe for weird shit.
Айде слагаме.
Override's almost finished. Stay near the quad until it's done. Squad's out of commission. Great work. I know I have a lot of appreciation. Toxic gas in the AO. Override the quad that's spewing it. Watch your vitals.
Брат, мога ли да кажа?
You're nearing the quarantine command center. Stop the toxin from getting out.
Няма да е тук. После къде ще е? Тук е, бе. Направихме и остана последното. Complete a possessed convoy.
이동 지점 설정.
го направиха. А, ето.
이동 지점 설정.
Eliminate Zursa. Zursa, sinon, pas de bien. Zursa, бегашки Forearms.
open.
Thanks to you, we've created a map of the guild's command node array. Now it's time to bring the fight to those nodes and start taking them down. There's a good toxic gases in the area. Override the quad spewing it. I'll watch your vitals. Guys, hearing a lot of guild chatter about you. They may be assembling a team to say hello.
Hello.
이동 지점 설정.
Guild's having car trouble. Let's help them lighten their load before it blows.
Varför spelar detta med konstigt? Uha. Upgrade weapon to exotic.
이동 지점 설정.
Onda reći ću na druga krest. Exotic fabricator, let's go. Čas, sam. Čini mosa mnogo tajna. For a chance to earn rewards. Ti treba samo napraviti.
이동 지점 설정.
Got a checkpoint nearby. Eliminate all enemies and weaken the guild's foothold.
optimized.
Can anybody help me do the glitch?
There's a guild command center nearby. Clear it out and kill the commander.
Bullets explode. Shit. Ще лише много. О, да, ще много.
이동 지점 설정.
I've got eyes on a guild officer near you. End him. You got him. Pretty sure nobody even likes that guy.
Got a guild convoy rolling in the AO. Got the vehicles nav so we can fight.
Hindi pega, velho.
Give me access through your C-Link and I'll overheat the station.
Братлето, слушай, їдь нас много. Что не ебашь?
Link up. Stand by.
Attacking now. Moving forward.
Hook in. Stand by. First one is cooked. Guild tech just went down across the AO. Nice.
Погнали са, брат. Оста. Съпълно за това глич да решим такова с някой да те разбира.
Eyes up. Guild vetols in the AO. Usually transport something important.
Warning, once you enter an glitch, there is no turning back.
Danger. Corrupted data sectors detected. Prepare yourself.
Čili to je. O, zašto sam sam byl, brat? Što sam sam byl, brat? Što sam sam byl, brat? Čitaš.
Objective. Secure the zones. Be advised. Zone payload complete.
Dit is niet zo.
Taking hits. Where's our boost?
No damage spit. Cadê? Cadê, что? Стига. Да, улица ушли. Ah, ne. Fuck me. Oh. Wow, stara je. K'o da mi pomogne? To je 1 od 6, brat, ti uvotili se tu da go prasao. Nikakva šansa.
I went to church every Sunday with my grandmother before she moved, and I never knew that fact. You know, so you just taught me something right there. So I appreciate you for that. As a Christian, I believe in Jesus, I believe in God, I believe in heaven.
Well, since you do believe in God, what do you think it takes to go to heaven? How do you know you can go there?
If you know in your mind that you're not a good person, you know that you're doing people wrong and all this other stuff, right?
So you would say you're a good person then, or?
I would say I'm a good person. I have people's best interests. I treat people well. I treat people how I want to be treated.
For example, have you ever told a lie?
Yeah.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Yes. These are our human flaws. These are our sins. And that's why Jesus died for us.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
So you're saying Jesus died for you, but then earlier you said, I'm a good person. It's only one or the other. Can I show you a verse that kind of made it all click for me? Cool. Romans 5 verse 8. God commended his love toward us that while we were sinners, Christ died for us. So Christ didn't die for righteous people. He died for sinners. Through that, he gave us the gift of righteousness is what I learned. Going to heaven is not something you can earn, like that you were good enough to achieve it, but it's that we were bad enough to recognize we need it. We needed a perfect God to resolve our imperfections. That's how I got hope to be able to go to heaven, because of what Jesus did. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, how sure are you that you can go to heaven?
Realistically, 7, I want to say 8, but 7 because I know I've done my dirt. I'm young, I'm 24. I still have a lot of life to go.
You're going to be an 8 right now. Right. Okay, you would say you're a sinner.
Yes.
We're all sinners. Let me show you one more verse. Romans 5:19. I like to use this app called Haven. Got some cool Bible features. You might like it. For by one man's disobedience, many were made sinners. So by the obedience of one shall many be made what? Righteous. Talking about Jesus. Exactly. Jesus did what for you? Jesus died for 100% of your sin. How much sin is left over? 0%. Someone with 0 sin, do they sound like a sinner or someone who's righteous?
Someone who's righteous.
Yeah. So then based on this logic, are you a sinner or righteous?
I'm righteous by the logic of that. By the logic of my human nature, I am a sinner. I cannot deny that.
Yes. But the Bible says, walk by faith, not by what? Not by sight. Exactly. So sight tells you what? You're a sinner. Right? What does faith tell you based on the word? So what should you walk by?
Walk by faith.
Right. So then if you're walking by faith, righteous. Where do righteous people go when they die? Where do sinners go? So this is why it says that we're saved by grace through faith, not of ourselves, but the gift of God.
Teorik görüyorsunuz.
Jesus provided his blood to wash you of what? Wash you of sin. So we have to
Nemam cigara. Često še pušem.
was able to promise to perform, to wash us. That is walking by faith. Because the blood of Jesus works, I am declared righteous, not a sinner. My sin is washed. So based on this, how sure are you that you can go to heaven?
I'm 100% sure I can go to heaven because I'm cleansed by the blood of Christ. And you teach me that. Actually, I didn't know that. I went to church every Sunday with my grandmother before she moved to another state, and I never knew that fact.
What the fuck?
So I appreciate you for that. I went to church every Sunday with my grandmother before she moved, and I never knew that fact. So you just taught me something right there. So I appreciate you for that.
Oh, unlocknul sam katanat. Let's go.
What do you think it takes to go to heaven? How do you know you can go there? Jesus Christ, God touched her. Just know that. Where are you from originally? I'm from Iraq. I am Muslim, but I have a lot of Christian friends. And I believe in Jesus. I'm not as a God. I believe in Jesus. I love the love story of Christianity. That Jesus, God himself, would come to the earth and live like us and then die a death that we deserve. You know what I'm saying? That's a love story. That's huge. That a God would come and do something like that. And then rise again on the third day and send down from the grave and make it a way to heaven. And I believe we do need a Savior. We can't save ourselves. Here's the difference. Christians were loved first by God. And from love, we follow God, right? Every other
se te rodi.
What's going on, everybody? This is DK Dynamite, and this is my ultimate guide to the brand new glitch fractures in Black Ops 7 Endgame, allowing you to unlock an animated calling card, animated blueprint, and even 4 animated operator skins. Definitely stay tuned. So with the launch of Season 2 Reloaded, a couple of changes have been made to Endgame, which I think are brilliant and do pave the way pretty nicely for these brand new unstable rifts, as we saw in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. I also want to compare the glitch fracture to a bit of a raid, as we saw in Modern Warfare 2, a step-by-step process leading you up to the boss fight. It's really damn cool and does require a good amount of teamwork. Yes, you can do this solo, and yes, brand new Dark Ops have also been added into Endgame, which I'll be covering as soon as they're solved. Now don't forget, from now until March 21st, we have a limited merch drop over at shop.detonated.com, available with 2 different shirt designs and even a poster. Any support with that is, of course, appreciated. But I cannot stress this enough, you have to be max combat rating at a very minimum of 60, and I'd really recommend having exotic skills and, of course, fully decked out legendary weapons. Don't feel too bad though if you don't have a maxed out operator or aren't too familiar with this mode but want to get into it. I have a dedicated endgame playlist here on the channel showing you everything you need to know about the mode and how to very quickly regain and max out any operators of your choice. First things first, they updated the UI. When clicking on Endgame, you'll no longer see the campaign levels right next to it, which was actually freezing our game as of a couple of weeks ago. They've also cleaned up the operator select menu, so you'll still see your 4 operator loadouts. And when I was at Treyarch a few days ago, I did advocate for some type of weapon locker or at least some ability to have multiple loadouts tied to these characters, not just one. Hopefully we see that in a future update. But once you're here in-game, your goal is to locate a Guild Strike boss. Thankfully, a big change with the mid-season is no longer having Guild Strike bosses be cycled with world events. They are now considered activities. A couple of minutes after you spawn into a match, you'll see the Guild Strike boss spawn in at one of the usual locations, whether it's Winery, whether it's the stadium, and you'll see the icon pretty big and bold. It's not going to be green or blue. It is just considered an activity that spawns in, whereas you'll still have a rotation of the currently available world events like Colossus, Z-Rex, or even the Wraithwing, which will spawn a little bit later. Now, you are required to interact with the special box to initiate the Guild Strike, and once you interact with it, it will start a small lockdown of enemies, which are going to have to be defeated, and they're, of course, going to be the Tier 5 Nightmare enemies that you may have already experienced at the beginning of the season, since Guild Strike bosses have been out for a while. But I'm sure you guys are aware, to take down these Tier 5 Nightmare enemies, you're going to want to have exotic weapons, you're going to want to have maxed out legendary ones, and I'd also recommend a rocket launcher in there somewhere. But current meta weapons that people have been running in Endgame include the SG-12 with slug rounds. People have been running crossbows, Akitas, other dual-wield weapons. Totally up to you, but I recommend the arrow launcher serving as your wonder weapon in every match. Now what's crazy is after taking out all the nearby enemies, it'll spawn in the Guild Strike boss. It's not going to be the Uber class anymore unless he cycles in and out every so often. I'm not too sure about that one. I've done this twice, and both times we got the Caltheris boss from Astra Malorum. Initially, I thought that Caltheris was going to end up being the Nightmare boss in the Glitch Fracture, but no, he's actually the brand new Guild Strike boss, and he does change to his different forms as we saw in DLC 1, but it's a much easier boss fight. He's not as tanky, and he does have a very slight immune phase when he does transition, but other than that, could be a piece of cake, especially with the launcher, which did quite a bit of damage, as you will see here in the gameplay, and it's also encouraged to invite everybody in the lobby to come take part and take this guy down. Now, as I'll also recommend later in this video, run decoys. If you don't currently have them, then keep doing surprise shipments or roadside salvage and loot all the chests that you can, especially when you get to the Glitch Fracture, to see if you can find them, because they're helpful with kind of distracting all the other annoying enemies while you focus just on these bosses. You'll also see a weak point in the middle of Caltheris. Again, a lot easier than what we saw in BO7 Zombies, but upon defeating him, every player will be able to interact with the exotic Fabricator machine. This will turn any weapon that you're holding into exotic rarity, and if you interact with this machine 2 more times in 2 other matches, you can only use it once per game, you can then keep adding to that exotic weapon 2 more times. You'll add an ability and even an extra weapon effect, which of course are helpful, but this will bring your damage from 2.5x to 3.5 with this rarity. Sadly, you don't get an exotic camo on your weapon. Maybe they'll add that later. But I'd recommend having your launcher be the exotic weapon that you go ahead and upgrade to, or even the SG-12, so that's also a really viable option right now. Now, it's really important to remind you guys that after you open up your first glitch fracture at the bottom of Tier 2, it should be in the same spawn for everybody. Anybody in your team can go up to it, interact, initiate a vote so you can spawn in. You can only bring just your squad into one. You can't extend your squad or have a platoon or join somebody else's server. It's going to be a server just for your team. The thing is, whether you crash, exfil, beat the glitch fracture, whenever you spawn into a separate match of endgame later, the glitch fracture portal will be there at the beginning of the game, which means you don't have to do the guild strike boss again to spawn this portal. Now, I'd recommend still doing the glitch strike bosses to keep using that exotic fabricator, but if you don't want to or you're already decked out, you can just jump right into this glitch fracture at the beginning of any other match. I also can't stress enough that Crash Guard is probably the ability you want to bring in. Sentinel Protocol is not bad, but against Tier 5 Nightmare enemies, you'll notice that your armor plates will deplete pretty quickly, so downing will probably be a lot more frequent than you're accustomed to from Tier 4. But also, take a look at the self-revives that are inside of this building. Of course, reused areas from the campaign, which don't bother me at all because the way this is laid out is really damn cool, and a lot of people out there either didn't like or play the campaign anyway, so it's a good reuse of some of these cool buildings. Now, your goal in the glitch fracture is to first survive 6 different waves of objectives within the time given. The first challenge is going to be to secure 3 zones, essentially like playing hardpoint. You just want to stand on these zones with your team. The more players in the zone, the faster it'll complete. Of course, while watching your back with the nearby Tier 5 Nightmare enemies that will be charging you inside of these areas. I think the locations and rotations of these zones will be different in every match that you play, but you'll be in the same building here within this first wave. The second wave is going to require you to defeat 5 Cradle Champion HVTs, similar to when you exfil. This is a lot harder on our first run because we didn't have decoys, and we also weren't as coordinated, focusing on one HVT at a time. This became the trickiest wave of them all, at least on our first run. In our second run, we kind of blew through it, again, throwing decoys to distract all the nearby toxin zombies and the other annoying pests, the vermin, and just focusing on one HVT at a time. You'll see manglers, you'll see mimics, you'll see doppelgas. And what's also really interesting is that, as you guys probably saw in this building already, just like campaign, you can actually switch your abilities on the fly without having to get out of the match and spawn into a new one. So let's say you didn't have Crash Cart when you came in here, you can switch to it. Maybe you see a ballistic shield, maybe you see a war machine. Feel free to use what you want, but I feel like Crash Cart was honestly crutch for something as challenging as this fracture. The third wave requires you to destroy 10 Cradle growths. Similar to the toxic growth activity that you can already find in endgame, you're probably very familiar with this one. We noticed that it took about 3 shots of the rocket launcher to take this down, and we were using exotic rarity arrow launchers, so it might take you a bit more with a non-exotic or a weapon that isn't a launcher, but definitely recommend focusing again on one at a time as a team, because you're pretty short on time for this one. Could get tricky. This is where decoys also come in handy to just get everybody off your back while you're just focused on those plants. And luckily, you can see them through walls with like this depth perception ability anyway, but the fourth wave requires you to defeat 5 guild HVTs. So you're going to see rhinos, you're going to see titans. Not really all that tanky, but like I said earlier, if you're playing co-op, focus on one at a time. But if you're on solo or if you don't have the best loadout, decoys again are going to be your friend to kind of get the things off your back while you're focused on the main enemy. And also, like I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure you're plating as much as you can, looking out for the nearby ammo caches, because those will give you plates back, and you'll notice that you lose plates a lot faster against Nightmare Tier 5 enemies than you ever did in any other zone or activity within the regular Avalon endgame. I also like switching back and forth between my regular weapon that of course has exotic abilities and the ammo mods that I of course picked up from like Dr. Faulkner or something, and then switching back to my launcher when I can to get in some more of those critical hits. But the fifth wave is going to bring you out of this building and over to where the Menendez campaign level was, with the giant machetes that fell from the sky. It's a pretty open space, but as you'll see here, you want to make sure you stay in the dedicated zone, because if you step out of it, you're going to start taking damage. You can step out for a couple seconds to find some of the enemies, but it's recommended you just stay in and just kill enemies from afar. The cool thing is you're essentially going to have like 4 rounds of this wave, with each round getting you to like 25% on that completion bar in the top left. So once you hit 25%, it'll then move the zone somewhere else. You want to stand there, get your kills. Another 25%, keep moving, rinse and repeat. And these enemies aren't too bad. You're not going to see too many tough ones here. And it kind of feels like the hardest waves have already been completed inside of this glitch fracture. But unexpectedly, you're not going to be going into the boss arena where you had to fight Menendez in the campaign. You're actually going to go back to where you spawned in this area to face off against the glitch fracture boss. In this case, it's not called there, it's not any other boss that you expected, it's the Z-Rex, who you can already face off against as a world event, and he's much less tankier here. inside of the Glitch Fracture, which is awesome. Again, focus on his eyeball, all the critical spots. You can't jump on his back, sadly. You can't use a ballistic knife to cheese this, and it's not really a multi-phase boss either. He'll still do most of the attacks you guys probably saw on Dead Ops Arcade or in Shattered Veil, so be careful when he slams his tail and give yourself some space. Of course, more annoying enemies are going to spawn in to kind of distract you from taking out the Z-Rex. Now, you are on the clock. You only have a couple of minutes to get this one done, but honestly, you have plenty of time, especially if one person focuses on the nearby hordes or throws decoys and everybody else focuses on the Z-Rex. As long as you guys are all decked out with maxed out weapons, combat rating 60 or above, you have exotic skills, whatever the case is there, you'll be able to get the Z-Rex down pretty quick. It's also balanced just like the world events, excluding the Wraithwing, where you do have plenty of time to really get this done realistically if you guys are set up and ready to go. There's no immune phases that run the clock down or anything too weird where you have to communicate and coordinate exactly what you're doing as a squad. This keeps shooting his weak points as you guys have been accustomed to. But upon taking down the Z-Rex, you'll then unlock a Nightmare skill. I'll show a list on screen of what all of them are. So if you guys pick up a Nightmare skill, you have the option of then upgrading it 2 more times if you go into separate games and defeat the Z-Rex again. But these, of course, could be stacked with exotic skills and your regular skill tracks, and will make you more powerful than you've ever been in this mode. Here's the thing though, if you complete the entire Glitch Fracture while playing as one of the following operators, you'll unlock an animated Firewall skin for that character, similar to the No Fear skins from the launch of the game, and the other skins we just got at the launch of Season 2 by defeating the Guild Strike boss. You're going to be getting a skin here for Vermaak, Wylin, Anderson, and yes, even Karma herself. You obviously can either play as Karma through buying a bundle that has her character, or the Vault Edition, and you'll then get a free animated skin for a character that's pretty well loved inside of the Black Ops series here. And if you didn't think those skins were cool, you also do get an animated calling card and a blueprint for the Carbon 57 by defeating the Z-Rex at least one time. Now, the blueprint is known as Data Corruption and doesn't have any tracer, sadly, but does blend pretty nice with any of the mastery camos that you may want to equip, and the Carbon's also a fairly viable weapon in just about any game mode anyway. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you found this guide helpful on a Glitch Fracture inside of Black Ops 7 Endgame, which honestly marks not only the coolest update for this mode, but honestly one of the better updates that this game's ever gotten. Plenty of free rewards with, of course, even more left to discover. With that being said, really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.
Initiating moisture.
Welcome to the Moist Meter. Today we're taking a look at the new Ratchet & Clank game, Rift Apart. If Twitch chat is anything to go off of, this game has completely reinvented erections and created an entire new generation of furries. But not only are the furries getting erections, anyone who can appreciate beautiful visuals is as well. This game is absolutely stunning. I would argue one of the best looking games ever made, and I don't say that lightly. Jackson, the co-host of the Moist Meter, whom I'm sure he doesn't shut the fuck up sometimes in these things, he hit me with a text message right before the game came out saying that it might be the most beautiful game he's ever seen, and I thought he was being sarcastic. I would have never expected Ratchet & Clank of all games to be like the defining next-gen visual experience. But it turns out he was right on the money. This game is absolutely gorgeous. Everything's fucking ray traced, and that's not anything I've ever cared about in the past, but in here, I was sitting there with my eyes wide and jaw on the floor like an old man who just found a color television for the first time in his life. This shit was completely different than anything I've seen before. It is impressive, beyond impressive. And I really love the huge emphasis on action in the cutscenes. The cutscenes aren't usually just characters talking to each other. It's characters going through fucking hell and back. Like the world is exploding around them in all kinds of colors and vibrant shit all over the place. And it's just so incredible. Like you're grinding down a pipe like it's Sonic, but much better than Sonic. Dodging incoming mine carts, getting shot at by robots. Then you're summoning the Kraken, and it's just so good. I just absolutely love the visuals in this game, the character design, the universe here, it just looks so good. Every other game that comes out these days is mainly just different shades of gray. It's like the game was designed by dogs, they just can't see color so they don't put it in their games. But this game is bold with its color choices. It's not afraid to just have all kinds of, you know, erupting pinks when you're using some kind of dimensional item, and then you switch to a different weapon and all of a sudden you got fucking blue cyan icicles exploding, turning people into ice cubes. You're fighting a green goo guy. It's just so good. I love the way the game looks. And not only does it look good, but it plays incredible. There is no loading in this game. I didn't notice a single load screen or even a single second of loading. When it's going from point A to point B, going from cutscene to gameplay or gameplay to cutscene, it's seamless. It is completely seamless. If you die, you immediately respawn back without any downtime for the most part. It's crazy. I am the smartest man in the world, and I can't figure out how that's even possible. What Insomniac's done here is actually a game changer. I'd never even imagined a world where games would never have to load until now. And now I don't want to go back to seeing a loading screen. It's going to make me puke. It's just wild. And the gameplay is, I actually think, probably the best part about the game. I know I'm going kind of wild about, you know, some of the technical stuff and how good the game looks, but it's just so much fun to play. It's a very old school experience, exactly what you would expect from Ratchet and Clank. It was always known for having great weapons, and it has great weapons here too. I was constantly playing around with the weapons, and you can switch on the fly, so I was going from using my shatter bombs, which was my go-to weapon. I think it's the strongest in the game. I maxed that out. I'd go from throwing 3 of those to clear out like a giant cluster of people, and then I'd go to put my dick in their ass by switching to like you know, maybe the lightning rod, or if I was feeling a little wild, I'd bring out the warmonger, which is a rocket launcher. And all of these weapons just work so well together. But the thing is, the game never really challenges you to switch up your playstyle. I could have gone this whole game just using shatter bombs until I ran out of ammo and then just switched to something else. I never really had to analyze how I approached a fight, because this game lacks enemy variety, and that's really my main complaint about it. I have nothing but great things to say about this, but this is the one little mark on the report card that your parents would be a bit ashamed of. There is only like 5 or 6 different enemy types in total, and they don't really require a whole lot of thinking beyond just attack them with any weapon that you want. The only difference, the only exception is there's one enemy type that has a shield, so then obviously you have to get behind them or explode something behind them for it to do the damage. Other than that though, it's just, hey, they're bullet sponge. I played on the highest difficulty, so you get all the same enemies all at the same time, and you just spam your weapons, which is fun because the weapons are fun, but I would have liked to have to like change up my playstyle or just even think a little bit more about approaching a fight. I just could turn my brain off and just shatter bombs all over the place, fire the warmonger, maybe, just maybe, I'll bring out something a little crazier like the black hole disruptor, whatever the fuck it was called. It was a minigun. But you know, you could always just set up with a little sprinkler that freezes them for CC, and then throw Mr. Fungus Man down and he'll help you fight. And then that's about it. You clear the entire wave and then you move on. I would have just liked a little more enemy variety and making it a little more varied in terms of how you approach combat. And that extends to its boss battles as well. There is quite literally only 2 bosses, and they're just constantly repeated. Of course, that's excluding things like the final boss or like a really important storyline boss. But other than that, the only bosses you'll be encountering are one of 3. I was wrong, I just remembered another one. There's actually 3 bosses. There is the giant robot guy who can jump around, he does a little shockwave. He also can do a flurry of rockets that track you. There is the giant dinosaur T-Rex thing, which throws rocks at you, and it has tusks that'll just stab you a bit. And then there's just an airship which shoots bombs. Those are the only 3 bosses you will ever encounter outside of the big main story bosses, and I think that's extremely underwhelming. So you'll go through like these huge waves, and it is pretty difficult because the enemies have decent AI. So you'll drag your ass across the hypodermic needles and emerge victorious on the other side, and then you get your boss battle, which is extremely underwhelming because you've fought it a million times by now, and you know exactly what to expect and exactly how to fight it. I just found that to be a bit lazy to just keep reusing the same 3 bosses throughout the entire game. And it's not a long game, but it's also not a short one, and there is reason to replay it. It took me about 10 hours-ish, a little less maybe, to just complete it on my first playthrough. That was with doing a lot of side missions as well as a bit of grinding to get some of my weapons maxed out. So I bet you could do it a lot quicker if you just beeline the main